Hi, today's bite is all about strategic human resource management, what it is, and how you can make an impact by using it in your organization. Stay tuned. Strategic human resource management became increasingly popular in the 2000s. This was triggered by Dave Ulrich's challenge for the HR profession. According to Ulrich, HR had become often ineffective, incompetent, and costly, and therefore needed to be more value adding. In other words, more strategic. This meant that HR strategy needed to better align with the business strategy in order to provide value. Strategic HRM is the result of this call to action. It aims to align the focus of human resource management actions with the focus of the business and is all about achieving business objectives through smarter people management. Let's now dive into 5 steps you can use to make an impact with strategic human resource management. 1. Create a human resource strategic plan that follows the business. The first step towards making a strategic business impact with strategic HRM is to create an HR strategy. Remember, strategic HRM follows the business. This means that the HR strategy should follow the broader business strategy. First, you need to understand the broader business strategy. Second, you need to align what you're doing in HR with this business strategy. The HR strategy should aim to build the capabilities that are defined in the business strategy. To help you create an HR strategy, you can check out our in-depth article that you will find in the video description. But for now, let's go on with the next steps. 2. Align HR activities. Once the HR strategy is set, the real work starts. All HR activities, including recruitment, selection, performance management, rewards and benefits, organization and function design, and more, should be aligned with each other. For example, the qualities that you evaluate someone's performance on should also be in the criteria you use to hire people. In addition, these should also be the qualities you look to develop in your workforce. This way, hiring, performance evaluation, rewards, and learning and development all align with what the business strategy is trying to achieve. 3. Place more emphasis on data. One of the key requirements of making an impact with HR is being able to show that impact. This is where data comes in. An emphasis on data is key in measuring the impact of HR policies. It is very common for the business to track its success using key performance indicators, KPIs. KPIs are metrics that are aligned with the strategy of the organization. People analytics can be used to measure which people policies contribute most to these KPIs. These can be the contribution that HR makes very tangible. It can also give you information about which policies are more or less effective. 4. Remember HR's other responsibilities. We started off by pointing out that the push for strategic HRM originated with Ulrich's critique of the lack of strategic contributions of HR. This doesn't mean that HR should only focus on its strategy. There are other elements to focus on. Ulrich defined 4 HR roles. These include HR strategy, enabling change, efficient administration, and developing and engaging employees. The risk of strategic HRM is that we focus too much on the HR strategy while forgetting other tasks. The focus of HR shouldn't be too much on strategy. Once the strategy is set, the power lies in its execution. HR should not forget to focus on flawless employee operations and employee intimacy. Finally, 5. Take an outside-in approach. A critical next step is taking an outside-in HR approach. Who are the customers of HR? These are sometimes employees. However, there are also other outside stakeholders. These include customers, investors, key suppliers, government agencies, and communities. This requires further integration. Not only should different HR practices be aligned with business strategy, but the strategy should also be aligned with these outside stakeholders. This is how HR will play a truly strategic role. That's it for today's bite, in which you've learned that there's a lot more to strategic human resource management than meets the eye. Not only should HR align its practices with the business strategy, to be truly strategic, HR needs to understand where the strategy comes from and connect with the various stakeholders that strategy is made for. Also, if you liked our video, make sure you like and share it, and I'll see you soon in our next Learning Bite.
Human resource management course.